Good day, everyone. We will be speaking on the parable of the wicked tenants, and we'll be taking our text from Luke chapter 20, reading from verse 9. It's a pretty long read, so we're going to just pick the few verses we'll be focusing on. Verse 9 says, "Then began he to speak to the people this parable. A certain man planted a vineyard and let it forth to husbandmen, and went into a far country for a long time. And at the season he sent a servant to the husbandmen, that they should give him of the fruit of the vineyard. But the husbandmen beat him and sent him away empty." So a certain man has a vineyard. I feel like the Lord is speaking to spiritual leaders, authorities, those who are in places of power today, who have influence over people. He says that he had a vineyard, which typifies the church, and he let it forth to husbandmen. Who are the husbandmen? These are the spiritual leaders. These are the those who are in authority, the Sunday school teacher, the elder in charge, as in our church, the Bible study teachers, and so on. And it says he went into a far country for a long time, and at the season he sent a servant to the husbandmen. I want us to know that there is a season. There is a season that the husbandman would come to request for his fruits, that they should give him of the fruits. And they said the husbandman beat him and sent him away. And we saw that this was the case for another servant whom he sent again. Before he sent his son, saying that perhaps they would, look at him as the heir. But instead, the matter was that they said that, I just want to find the verse again. They said that, but when the husbandmen saw him, they reasoned among themselves, saying, "This is the heir. Come, let us kill him, that the inheritance may be ours." I feel like this is the issue, the main issue we should focus on today. We see that people now want to get the glory of God. They want to become the owners, the custodians of what God has given to us. God made us stewards, husbandmen, but we want to take God out of the picture and put ourselves in the picture. They put you there as an elder in charge, or provincial chairman, or whatever role you're playing, choir leader. You get in there, you start doing the work. The problem was not that they didn't have fruits to show for it, but that they wanted to own. They wanted to own what the father had, what the man had. We have people who have become so selfish, to the extent that they will do anything to take the glory of God. They will do anything to make sure that people lose sight of God and look to them. We have people who they want to become children teachers, just so that people can see them and say, now what for you are doing well, you can see what the work you are doing. Your reward is with you. The reward is with you. In fact, the Bible, this scripture was speaking to the Pharisees, the people who had the word, the people who were the leaders in those days. And then we saw the end of it. The man was asking, what would he do to these servants, to this husbandman? He was asking a question that was dear to his heart. I feel like God is really burdened. He's burdened that the thing that he has put in our hands, we are trying to sideline him and put ourselves in the picture. But he says, what can he do? And then he says that he will come and destroy the husbandmen and shall give the vineyard to others. And when they heard it, they said, God forbid. Some of us, when the Lord will come and say, I will destroy, we will be saying, God forbid. But we don't want to let the fruits, the Lord have his fruits. Sometimes we are raising people, we want them to give us all the honor and leave God. We even want them to copy everything about us, to live like us. Let it be that, it was said that, Sister Goodness was the one that brought me up in it. You just like to hear the sound of it. Sister Goodness is the one. She's the one that always sings well in the choir. Oh. Are you giving the Lord his fruits? He's requesting his fruits. And if we do not do it, there is a season and time for those fruits. It's not at all times, so there is a season. I hope that we know this, and that when he comes, if he does not find his fruits, the next thing is destruction, and he will hand it over. I feel like that is the state that we see some of our spiritual leaders these days. Sometimes we see that someone who has risen so far, who started well, at the end of the day, you're wondering what went wrong, what happened. Somehow they began to take the glory. Somehow they began to let God out of the picture. Sometimes they will say, they will be, they will somehow sugarcoat it. Say, no, it's my strength. I struggle to do this one, and that's how I got here. I struggle to do this myself. If you know how many hours I prayed, or you know how many hours I studied to do this thing, you did not acknowledge that the Lord led you there. You did not acknowledge that the Lord is the one leading you. So the school teacher out there, you want to do a lot. I see your work, but the Lord is asking for his fruits. Are you giving it back to him, or you want to own it to yourself? You want to just go there and eat the meat that they are giving to the children, or you want to just go there and have all the benefits that comes with the role? God is asking for his fruits, and the next thing that comes is destruction, and he will give it to others. It would be an unfortunate situation that the Lord will look at us after all your struggles, after all your work, after all your toiling, and then you end up being destroyed, or you end up seeing that the work is slipping out of your hands into the hands of another. Like God is funny in the way he deals. You will just see someone rising somewhere, and he's like coming up, and then you'll be like, this is not what the Lord gave to me. It could be that you have been denying the Lord his fruits. I pray that the Lord will help us, that we will not become selfish. We will not be so consumed with ourselves and pride that we begin to take the glory for ourselves. Just as one of the pharaohs that got leprous at the instant and died when he began to take the glory of God. Oh, Father, help your people that they will become people that will give you all the glory in Jesus' mighty name.